CFA Level 2 November 2025. If that's the plan, then here's the roadmap. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a roadmap for the CFA Level 2 November 2025 exam. So let's get started. But before that, if you're new to this channel, then please take 1 second to hit the subscribe button. If you've ever liked my work even a teeny tiny bit, then please join the community by subscribing to the channel. And while you're at it, do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a new video. And for the very kind people who have already subscribed, thank you so much for joining me in my journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. Okay, CFA Level 2 November 2025. First thing, quick point, is CFA Level 2 the hardest? Theoretically, most people find it because it is high on numericals, it's valuation based, and it's the first time you're doing case studies. Personally, it was my favorite level, so that subjective bias comes. But yes, in a generic sense, most people do find it hard. Having said that, I would tell you to not get that in your head, because the more you put that in your head, you'll also find it hard. The moment you let yourself explore and decide, you will take a better decision. Like, I didn't let it get to my head, and for me, like I said, it was my most favorite level. The easiest level for me was level 2. So like I said, you do you, don't listen to people. लोगों को लगता है, क्यों लगता है मैंने बोल दिया, because people get scared of numbers, people don't like numbers. Valuation based है, again people don't like numbers, so that comes in it. And it's a change. Initially you had just MCQ, now it is like case studies. So that change of version के वजह से लोगों को hard लगता है, but इतना भी hard नहीं है. It's very much manageable. If you're planning to give CFA Level 2 November 2025, please start studying now. Anybody who plans to start studying after March, avoid giving Level 2 in November. नहीं होगा. Like, हो तो सकता है, each to their own, but ideally it is not recommended, because Level 2, you will require that time to absorb the concepts, and if you don't absorb the concepts, then अच्छा नहीं होगा. So ideally, if you're planning to give the exam in November, please start studying by March. If you cannot start studying by March, avoid giving it in November is my personal recommendation. Now coming to some important dates. The exam is happening from 19th to 23rd of November. Please keep a note of this. November is usually wedding season, festive season. तो कुछ भी अगर आपके हिसाब से होने वाला है तो avoid, because the deferral fees is also increased, so avoid to defer it for these reasons at least. Of course, if it's an emergency you have to, but keep in mind the dates and decide accordingly. Remember one thing, CFA Level 2 doesn't happen in Feb, so if you choose not to give November, your next option is May. The registrations are currently open, and the early bird will last or is available till the 9th of April 2025. The standard registration closes on 5th April. Right, I'm gonna put the cost for both within this so you'll see it. Yes, from next year onwards the cost is increasing thoda sa, so if you're prepared, if you can start by March, it is ideal that you give it in November, because you're saving yourself from that extra cost as much as possible. At least you're trying to. So that is one thing. Scholarship, CFA Access Scholarship is available as well for November 2025. The window is currently opened. It will be open till the 3rd of March. The result for the scholarship will come out on 31st of March. So by chance, if you do not get the scholarship, which would reduce your exam to $400, then you have only till 9th April for the early bird. The early bird is now no more available till the end, so keep this in mind. A very important question people ask me is, do we need classes to pass CFA Level 2? See, classes is never compulsory, it's your choice, it's just a convenience cost that you're paying. My personal recommendation for Level 2 is take classes. Even if you didn't do it in Level 1, take it for Level 2, because the level obviously gets tougher. There's already that notion of fear for it. So all those factors ke wajah se na, we usually hold back. So I would recommend, if you can afford it, if it's convenient for you, take classes. If you can't take classes, take recorded lectures. It might just make life easier for you. For the people who are taking classes, follow the subject sequence of the class. For the people who are taking recorded lectures or not taking classes, I'm sharing the subject sequence with you. So the subject sequence goes: number 1, fixed income. No specific reason, I just liked fixed income. Actually in level 1 I was scared of it, so I wanted to start. So fixed income number 1. Pro tip, it gets easier than level 1. It's more interesting than level 1 and it's easier, so it's going to be good, guys. Fixed income, we're going to follow hard easy strategy, therefore derivatives number 2. Followed by alternative investments number 3, followed by economics number 4. Now these 4 subjects in general should be kept together. Derivatives and economics have a certain similarity, you will see in the foreign currency bit, so that's why it should be kept together. Alternative investments, derivatives and fixed income in general make a combination, so these 4 should be kept together. So fixed income, semi hard. Derivatives can get a little tricky. AI, very easy. That is alternative investments. Economics, easy to understand. Execution gets tough. Fifth subject is ethics. Please do not ignore ethics. Yes, you know it. It is exactly wahi 7 standards which you did in level 1. But it is very, 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 very important that you read through at least one time. Just one time. Post which, after doing it as the 5th subject, you should solve at least one case study of ethics 4 times a week, if not 7 times a week, till the end of your exam. This should be like a non-negotiable point. Don't ignore it thinking ye to mujhe aata hai, because that gets very tricky on the exam day. So 5th subject ethics, 6th subject FSA, which is way easier than level 1 because memorization nahi hota. It's logic based. It's calculations hain thode tricky, but it is still no memorizing, which gets better than level 1, at least for me. 7th subject is equity, easy subject, scoring subject, thoda sa lengthy hai. 8th subject I would say is corporate issues, again very easy, very scoring. 9th subject and 10th subject you can play between quantitative methods and portfolio management. You can choose either or in the 9th or 10th place because they both have a little bit of memorizing to do, so it's best to keep it towards the end so that uske baad immediately cumulative revision start kar sakte hain. And the last bit for the roadmap is I said this too many times. In case you're looking out for somebody who can give you a plan and stand by you and tell you, listen, do this, week by week, day by day, adjust it according to your circumstances of whether you're working, whether you're in college, whether whatever you're doing your own business, who can adjust according to your lifestyle and make CFA a part of your life and not make your life a part of CFA, then what are you waiting for? Quickly go fill up the forms we offer when I personally guide it. I offer an 8-week plan, 16-week plan and 24-week plan for you people. Like I said, the link is in the description box for the November 2025 exam. We're open for all three. So in case you're interested, make sure you check it out and I'll see you in the plans. One-on-one customization, one-on-one chats, one-on-one calls, everyday check-ins, every week check-ins, every week calls, every day. ऐसा catch up कर सकते हैं हम. So yeah, check that out. And anyway, I'm done with this video. In case you have any more questions, let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to help. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.